In Deutsch gibt es ein neues Buch, ein kleines Buch. Das heißt Ratgeber, wie heißt es? Kleiner Ratgeber für die Ehe oder so ähnlich. Eheratgeber. Sind hier Deutsche eigentlich? Ah ja, da ist einer. Ibrahim. Abdulhakim. Eheratgeber, kleiner Eheratgeber. Das ist eine gesammelte Ratschläge von Maulana Sheikh Nazim über die Ehe. Sehr empfehlenswert zu lesen. Habt ihr schon? Da, gib mal her. Ja. Der hat sich das. Wie? Der ist Bayer. Naja, bei dem nützt es auch nichts, ist auch egal, aber der hat auf jeden Fall. Ja, deutschsprachige Muslime. Sehr nützlich. Sehr nützlich. Ich habe dir gerade aufgeschlagen, aber heirate bevor dem Verfallsdatum. Gespräch mit einem Paar, das sich nicht zu einer Heirat durchringen kann. Wenn du Freude an ihr hast und du an ihm, warum heiratet ihr dann nicht? Allahu Akbar. Es ist nun auch schon etwas. Was? Achso. Yeah, very useful, but this is in German. It's about marriage. It's advice from Maulana Sheikh over the years, over many years, maybe 10 years or 15 years, collected. Between 1980 and 1989. Yes. 1989. Achtzehn Jahre. Between 18 years. Some advices about marriage. It's very useful. We asked her to make it in English also, Safia. And so she makes it in English now, translation. So you wait a little bit and then... No, don't wait. It's a good book, mashallah. Anyone has a question?
Seems a small book even
Huh?
Seems a small book even there.
It's small.
Yeah,
because Maulana didn't like thick books. Because he knows that nobody will read. You know, small is good. Small, everyone takes, is easy. He always told us make small books easy to put in your pocket also. Now they make big books. Our people, they are very clever, they are listening to Maulana's advice. They make thick books, very special, very for learned one. No, you cannot understand anything from it. And it is only for learned ones. You never read. I never read. But also others I don't know. The big books. And they finish it, they come to the Sheikh, they say, look, my new book, big book, coming Maulana, he is, I mean, say, but who shall read this? Who is reading this? Only for learned ones, he said. Only for. Make it easy. If you understand, you understand. You don't need too many words. It's not so difficult, it's easy. Only the ego tries to make it difficult. But it's not difficult, it's easy. Yeah? No, say. Wie bitte?
Just ask it.
Ja, stell. Bismillah.
Ein Sufi macht sich frei von Lob und Tadel. Wenn das so ist, warum?
Was?
Soll sich frei machen von Lob und Tadel.
She is saying she heard the saying that a Sufi, I don't, we will look what it is, but she heard this, a Sufi, he is getting free from, he's not depending on lob, praise, if they praise him or they condemn him or judge him. Wie sagt man? Criticize him. If they criticize him, doesn't matter to him. If they praise him, doesn't matter to him. Yeah? Yeah, and she asking why. Why is forbidden? To say why in tariqat is not allowed. And the other word which is not allowed is no. To say no. But that depends or refers to the order of the Sheikh. The Sheikh gives an order, you must not ask why. Yeah? And you must not say no. It's okay, it's okay. You must not say no. That is, he must be free because he's not doing any action for another one than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes? So it doesn't matter what the people think about him. There is a proof that he is not dependent on people. Doesn't matter what they say. You have to do, or everyone has to do, his actions for Allah. For your Sheikh, you can say also for your Sheikh, for Prophet, but it means for Allah. Hast du verstanden, Leila? Ja, der ist unabhängig davon, weil ein Sufi, ja, Einer, der auf dem Weg ist, der kümmert sich nicht darum, was die Leute über ihn sagen, ob sie ihn loben oder nicht, weil er seine Motivation, seine Handlungen kommen von Allah. Und er tut sie für Allah. Und es kümmert ihn nur, ob Allah seine Handlungen liebt oder nicht. Das ist darüber macht er sich Gedanken. Nicht, ob die Leute das gut finden oder nicht gut finden. Das ist uninteressant für ihn. Verstehst du? Das ist ein bestimmtes Maß an Aufrichtigkeit und ein Maß an Reinheit der Motivation seiner Handlungen. Verstehst du? Ja. Ja.
Ist das denn auch egal, ob der Sheikh ein Sheikh ihn kritisiert?
Wie bitte?
Und wenn der Sheikh ihn kritisiert oder so?
Hab sie nicht verstanden. Was hat sie?
Wenn der Sheikh ihn kritisiert oder lobt.
Das ist was anderes. Sheikh, der zählt ja nicht dazu, zu den allgemeinen Leuten. Wenn der Sheikh dich kritisiert, das ist... was?
Das war ein Psychologieunterricht und der meinte, wir machen die Sachen also für die Geschwister, die Brüder, unseren Mann Sheikh auch, aber die Verbindung zwischen uns muss Liebe sein, dass wir auch, dass Allah mit uns zufrieden ist.
Hast du es verstanden? Verstehst du was? Ich habe aber nichts verstanden. Von dem, was ihr da hinten redet. Du müsst ja näher kommen. Also tut mir leid. Ja. Verstehe nicht.
Gibt den Mikrofon nach vorne.
Was haben die gesagt? Hat das einer verstanden von euch?
Ich habe verstanden.
Wer?
Ich habe verstanden.
Ja? MashaAllah. Echter Deutscher hier. Der versteht Deutsch von ganz hinten, wenn die da hinten Deutsch reden.
Nicht Deutsch.
Nee? Was bist du denn? Gar keine Nation. MashaAllah. Staatenlos. Hm?
Ja, viele Titel, viele Namen, aber nichts.
Kennst du den Koran? Kannst du Koran lesen?
Natürlich.
Natürlich sogar. Steht da nicht drin, dass ich habe euch als Nationen erschaffen? Kennst du den Vers? Ich habe euch als Nationen erschaffen. Allah sagt, ich habe euch erschaffen und habe euch in Nationen eingeteilt, damit ihr euch kennenlernen könnt. Und du sagst, du hast keine Nation? Hm? Du bist eine Ausnahme. Allah hat dich nicht erschaffen. Und dann mit wen? سوري سبحان الله اشرح له هذا آيات ها
الله عز وجل تعالى الآية خلقهم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم. الله عز وجل خلق الناس شعوب وقبائل تعرف بعضهم البعض. فأنت بهذه الطريقة وأنت في الشعب إنه أنا مالي شعب، أنا مالي من لا أنتسب لشيء. فأنت هو مخلوق مخلوقات الله عز وجل. فلا بد أن تكون أنت تابع لأمة من خلق الله عز وجل. وهذا فخر أنك مخلوق من مخلوقات الله.
مش سوري أنت؟
هذه لا يكون.
متى هو يقول من شأن هذا الآيات؟
لا يجوز.
ها؟
أقول ما قوله بقول الله تعالى هذه الآيات القرآنية إن الله خلق الناس شعوب وقبائل.
هذا القول مكتوب بالقرآن والقرآن هو بالنسبة لي نظر هو انكتب بزمن من الأزمنة زمن صغير جدا ما بيقدر يصف ولو بأغنى الكلمات شو هو أغنى كلمات ما تكفي.
The Quran is just a language. You can't describe the truth through the Quran. You can't know the Allah through the Quran only. It's not enough because it's written for a special time. The Quran is written, that's what he said. It's written only.
He's alim, he's a doctor,
Yeah.
under doctor?
عندك تدرس عندك جامعة دكتوراه معينة بالعلوم الفلسفية أو كده؟ You don't need to study.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Okay. Gibt es noch Fragen? Nee? Okay, dann machen wir hier weiter, ja? Then we continue, inshallah. No questions. We continue this about the names. And where we have been. Wahab we had. Razak also Fatah. Fatah we had, but Alim we didn't have. Al-Alim. Al-Alim, no? Alim or Alim? Alim. Al-Alim.
More than Alim. Alim is more than Alim.
Yeah, more.
Alim is the one who knows, but Alim is the one who knows everything.
Knows everything. Yes. Ich mache erstmal auf Deutsch, dann können wir dann danach. Al-Alim ist der, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, dass du ja Sayyidina Walid der Sultan, wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah al-aliyyil azim. Al-Alim ist der, der alles weiß und sein Wissen ist absolut und ewig. Er weiß über jeden und jedes alles ganz genau. Er kennt alle Dinge vor ihrer Erschaffung, nachdem sie erschaffen worden sind und nachdem sie verschwunden sind. In allen Phasen ihrer Existenz oder Vorexistenz kennt Allah alles über sie. Er weiß alles. Das Vergangene, das Gegenwärtige und das Zukünftige. Und er weiß es alles auf derselben Ebene. Nichts vergisst er. Es gibt einfach nichts, was in Vergessenheit bei ihm sein könnte. Nichts wird vergessen in seiner göttlichen Gegenwart. Das ist Al-Alim. Al-Alim is that one who knows everything. And his knowledge is absolute and eternal. He knows about everyone and everything. Everything he knows exactly. Everything, exactly. There is nothing which is not known. He knows all things before their creation. And he knows all things after they have been created. And he knows all things after they vanished. Also. He knows everything. The past, what is past, what is present, in presence, and what will be in future. All these three times he knows on the same level. It's the same level. Everything is known to him at the same time. Nothing he is forgetting. There is nothing which could be forgotten by him. and there's nothing forgotten in his divinely presence. This was Al-Alim. And 20th name is Al-Qabidu. Al-Qabid. Al-Qabid. Qabidu. Al-Qabidu ist derjenige, der für jeden mit seiner göttlichen Weisheit den Unterhalt von seinem majestätischen Königreich bestimmt und gibt. Bestimmt, ja, also gibt oder verringert. Ja, verringert ihn, für welchen er will, für wer es auch ist, für wen er will und wann er will. Er gibt den Unterhalt für seine Diener mit göttlicher Weisheit. Manchmal verringert er den Unterhalt, manchmal verringert er ihn. Dieser Unterhalt mag für unseren Körper oder auch ein geistiger Unterhalt für den Geist sein. Das ist Al-Qabid. Al-Qabid. And it is that one, Al-Qabid, who is giving his sustenance, the sustenance from his majestic kingdom, he is giving with his divinely wisdom. And also he may make it smaller with his wisdom. And he may do it with whom he likes, as he likes, what he is seeing, what he is doing with whom he likes, and when he likes. He is the absolute one who is, was heißt denn bestimmen?
Determine.
Was?
Decree.
Determine. Determinating his sustenance. Yes, he is determining with his divinely wisdom for everyone, every time, any time, from his absolute and majestic kingdom. He is increasing, or he is also, what is it? Decreasing. Increasing or decreasing, as he likes. He is giving the sustenance for his servants with divinely wisdom. Sometimes he is giving more, sometimes less. And this is valid for material and unmaterial, spiritual. Material-wise, physically, or spiritually. There was a story to my mind. There was a very poor man in the time of Moses. Yes, he was so poor that he didn't have anything to dress, so he was in the earth. You make a hole, and he was in the earth, only his coming out, because he was ashamed to be naked in front of people. And Moses, he was passing that man, that village he was passing, and he saw that man, and that man said, "Oh, Moses, you are going to your Lord, ask your Lord if he can give something to me. I have nothing, absolutely nothing. I cannot come out of this earth hole." And Moses said, "I will do this." he went to his Lord on the Sinai mountain, and he was speaking with Allah Almighty, and he was asking him for that man. And Allah Almighty, he was saying, we will give to him. And Moses, he goes his ways. After some months, he is coming back to the same village, and there was in the middle of the marketplace, there was a crowd, and he was going to look what is happening there, and they were just going to kill a man there because he was judged for death. He was judged for death, and Moses alayhi salam, he was asking some people what happened, and they said, yes, this man, he was a rich man, and he was a drunkard, he was drinking. He drank alcohol, and he got out of his mind, and he killed someone in a fight. He killed someone. And now he is judged by the judge, and they kill him. They give his punishment. And then Moses, he was looking, who is that person? And he saw it was the same person, that poor man, who was poor before. See, there's some wisdom. That is why Maulana always said, you must be, with what you have, you must be content. You must be content. How you say? Satisfied. Yeah. Yeah, you must be agree with what you have. And Allah send you what you need. If you need for your family, you need more, then Allah send you more. For your family, or for this, or for that, He is sending. Yes.
Make a question.
Yes.
But is good pray for asking something more, or is not good?
That story you have just heard.
And so when you pray for material things,
Don't pray for material things. Maulana was saying, don't pray for material things. Don't be adab, have adab. You ask Allah for material things. What do you think about Him? He's not able to give you a euro. He gives. We have so many examples. Even in our brothers, I have so many examples. When it is necessary, then Allah is sending. It's better to say, Shukr, Ya Rabbi, Shukr. Thank you very much for this, what I have. It's better than to say, Allah give me more, I need this, I need that. He doesn't know this? He knows, as we just said, he knows it. He knows it. He must know it. He knows everything. Also how many you have in your pocket. He knows. By the cent. He knows. There was a alim, a learned one. He was. And he heard about the greatest sheikh of his time. He heard, and he was saying to himself, I will look that sheikh. I will visit and I will look. I will visit in Baghdad. He traveled from far up to Baghdad. And his mother gave him 18 silver dinars and 50 dirham. Yes, as a provision for his traveling. He put in his Gürtel, belt. He put in his belt and he traveled. And then he come to Abdul Qadir Jilani, Karasasarwariya. He was the greatest sheikh. And when he reached the house, they say, go there you find the house. He find the house, but it was like a palace, a big house. He was wondering, oh, the sheikh in such a palace, can it be? He entered, and yes, and it was really Abdul Qadir Jilani's house, and there was a big table, a huge table, and a feast, and people sitting, shuyukh, alims, and dervish, and everyone sitting there eating too much, and like a feast, you know. And this alim, he said, no, this, no, this is not a sheikh. That is not a sheikh. This can't be. I was thinking this, now I see. He was saying. And he was about to turn back and to go away. And then he hear a voice, oh, Fulan, Alim, Alim Fulan, oh, learned one. He didn't know him, but he addressed him. This, what you see here, this palace and this table, means nothing to us. If it is taken away in one instant, maybe, Allah takes it away, you will not see any change in our heart. There is no movement, no change. It's the same. But if we take from your 18 dinars and 50 dirham, 1 dirham, there is a movement in your heart. He knows. And the sheikh may know. Why not? Allah gives it as He likes, from His knowledge. That is why your sheikh must know what you have in your pocket. If not, he is not your sheikh. Or no. He is your teacher maybe, but he is not your sheikh who brings you to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You must know, and he knows. So better not. And he said, Maulana Sheikh, our Sheikh, he said, don't ask always for material things. Even you should not go to the Sheikh and ask him material things. There's no adab, actually. But they do it constantly. They went to Sheikh and they asked so many things. Oh, Sheikh, there is a house, I have photos, this house or that house or this house, I have more, 10 houses, which one I should? Which car, Sheikh Effendi? Yeah, who take a Mercedes, the best one. Like this, they ask him so many questions about dunya. My wife, his wife, my children, my father, this one, they are. No mind people going to the Sheikh asking these questions. Sheikh, he is representing Prophet, representing Allah Almighty. He is representing all these names which we said recently, and we will say, he is representing. He is representing eternity. He is representing endless knowledge. He is representing what we said yesterday, his constantly, Al-Wahhab, is giving, constantly giving. He is giving. He is giving. He is giving to your heart. He is giving light. He is giving sweetness. He is giving mercy. He is giving endless beauty to you, to your heart. And you are coming and say, Maulana, give me €1. I want €1, €2, or €100. Give me straw. I am a donkey. Yes?
How do I know that how do we know that something comes from our Sheikh?
You don't know. You have to believe. It's not said you must know. Where is it written you must know? Show me. But it's written you must believe. You have to believe. When you believe, you will also know in a way. You will know something. You have to believe. You must believe, and believe has different aspects. One of them is trust. You have to trust. You have to trust. When you trust your Sheikh, you will be open. Yeah? Believe means to open, actually. To be open. To believe. Like this. It's a matter of the heart, not a matter of the mind. You cannot explain this. You know, it's not a matter of the mind. You will not reach, not be successful through the mind in this matter. No, it's a matter of the heart. And then he sent you, but he sent you signs. There is signs. Yesterday, Sheikh Abdul Hafiz, he was speaking about miracles, and he was explaining that there's different categories of miracles, and one of the miracles is signs. There are signs, and signs. Every believer is promised for him. For every believer is promised signs. Yes, as he said also yesterday, he mentioned it, the doubts. There is doubts, we have doubts, we are weak, we have ego. Our ego is saying this, that, shaitan coming in, this, that. There is doubts. You know, then you get a signing. To keep your way, to keep your belief, to be open, to stay open, you get a signing. Maulana Sheikh, he gives signs. I know so many brothers, and also my own experience, he gave signs, because we were sometimes not knowing. Still we are not knowing, but he gives signs. He makes miracles in front of you, you can say also. But he hides it. He is hiding it, because Naqshbandi Sheikh doesn't make miracles openly. If he makes openly a miracle, he must make 7 times ghusl. This is the level of Naqshbandi Tariqa Sheikh. But he makes it. He makes it secretly. That means he makes it for one person in one moment, other moment. One person he makes, if it is necessary, he show him something. Yes, this is You understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's like this. It is better to work on your belief and work on your trust and work on your just listen to the advice, and you will see that the result is good. Ask for love, for instance. Ask for softness of your heart. Nothing can give you something like softness of your heart. No? Not the whole treasures of the whole world putting together can give you like the softness and sweetness and beauty of your heart. And how terrible it is to have a hard heart like wood. Even wood is better. Wood, maybe praising Allah and praising the Prophet, like this trunk in the mosque. He was saying, Sheikh Abdul Hafiz, yesterday or before yesterday, this miracle when the trunk was crying, in the mosque. There's a trunk, the rest of a tree, a jizu, and it was crying because the Prophet was not leaning on it, and everyone heard it. Our heart is more hard than wood, like stone. This is terrible, very terrible. Someone must ask from morning to night and from night to morning to Allah to soften his heart before he asks 10 euros.
Yeah.
Yes, so that his life and his heart becomes useful to receive and to give. With a stone heart, you don't receive and you cannot give. And in that field you have endless needs. There is needs, endless needs in this field. Endless. You must be busy to ask for this. If you like to ask, you must ask. You may ask. You may ask Allah Almighty in Tahajjud time. There is no mediator in Tahajjud time between you and Allah Almighty. You may ask directly, or you ask through your Sheikh also. Maulana Sheikh was saying, he carried it, he carried us. He carried us. We are nonsense people, idiot people, majnoon people, greedy people, envy people, proud people, proud people, no mind people, going on his nerves, saying something to him, complaining. And he is saying, and he said so many times, but he carried it. He couldn't also not do this Akhir Zaman Jahiliyyah. He say, before you ask me something about your problem, say 40 times Fatiha, make dhikr with Fatiha 40 times with the intention for solving this problem. Then, if it is not solved by then, there's no opening and you don't see anything after 40 times Fatiha, then you may come and ask. But he carried it. They didn't listen. Not one time they said the Fatiha. Going on his nerves, and he carried it. May Allah give us these openings, inshallah, to be soft-hearted and to receive all these gifts. There's endless gifts, and as he said, Maulana was saying, there is treasures in front of you, and you are saying no. Like you have beautiful food in front of you, best dishes, like Abdul Qadir Jilani on this table, you have best dishes, but you say, no, I am a donkey, I like straw. I want only straw. We are like this. Amazing, amazing, a very amazing human being. He's so amazing. Our ego is really amazing, astonishing donkey. Subhanallah. Very strong donkey. Shaitan, he makes him more strong also. It's like this. But in the end, we look what happens. We make one more name, inshallah. Al-Basit. Al-Basit. Al-Basit, 21. Ist der den Unterhalt gibt und verteilt, geistig oder körperlich, jederzeit an jeden. So wie Qabit, Basit. Basit. Dieser Name und diese Handlung gehört zur Erscheinung seiner endlosen Schönheitsozeane. In jedem Namen steckt auch eine Handlung. Seine endlosen Schönheitsozeane. Wenn in einem Diener die Schönheitsozeane erscheinen, wird er endlose Glückseligkeit und Freude erreichen. Sogar in der Hölle kann derjenige sich freuen. So wie Abraham, der im Feuer war, ja, Nimrod hat ihn ins Feuer gesteckt, und er fühlte sich wie in einem Rosengarten. Oder er war tatsächlich in einem Rosengarten. Versuche, sagt der Sheikh zu uns, versuche eine Erscheinung seiner Schönheitsozeane zu sein. Güzel ol. Das ist ein Befehl von Sheikh. Güzel ol. Wie heißt das andere? Das ist hässlich. Huh? Chilki. Chilki Olma. Be beautiful, don't be ugly. It's an order. Yes, this was Al-Basit. Al-Basit is that one who is giving sustenance and distributing this sustenance spiritually and materially every time and to everyone. And this name and the action, that means that every name has actions. It's not only a name, there's actions with the name. This name and his action belongs to the appearance of his endless beauty oceans. If one servant, if within one of his servants appears these endless beauty oceans, they appear in one of his servants, then that servant, he will reach endless happiness without end, without limits, endless happiness and endless joy coming. Even in hell, if he would be in hell, he would be enjoyful. Even his state would be like in hell, but if this is appearing, he would be joyful. Like, giving example, like Ibrahim alayhi salam, when Nimrod, he put him into the fire, he wanted to burn him, finish him, and he was in the fire actually. And Jibril also, he came down, Jibril alayhi salam, he came down and he asked Ibrahim, shall I help you? Shall I finish this? Shall I help you? And Ibrahim said to him alayhi salam, go away, I don't need your help. Allah knows my state. And Allah make this fire, He changed it into a garden of roses, rose garden. And he was smelling roses and he was wandering around in rose garden, not in fire. This was his example, Maulana's example, and he is saying to us, try to be an appearance of his beauty oceans. Try to be an appearance of his beauty oceans. That is a good question. Good asking. Can ask. And he will give. Maulana always said in Turkish, be beautiful, don't be ugly. Okay, one more. Al-Khafid. Al-Khafid ist der einige Menschen erniedrigt, entehrt, und zwar wen er will und wann er will. Allah. Er kann Könige kann er zu Dienern machen. Kaiser zu Gefangenen. Er kann stolze, ehrenhafte Menschen jederzeit unehrenhaft machen. Subhanallah. Das war's. Das ist Al-Khafid. Al-Khafid is that one who can erniedrigen. Humiliate? Humiliate. To make down. Yes? People from high estate, to make them down. Humiliate? Abase them. He can abase people or humiliate also, that is right. Take the honor from them also, they have some honor. He take it from them, from anyone he likes, and any time he likes. He can make kings, he can make a king, he can make him a servant in a moment. King to a servant. Or emperor, he can change into a slave or a captive. He can proud people or honored people, very honored people, he can, anytime he can make them without honor. Ya Allah. Hafid. Allahu Akbar. Okay, one more, and then we finish for today. Al-Rafi'u. Al-Rafi' is with Ain. Huh? Or with, yeah? Al-Rafi'. Al-Rafi' ist der die Menschen in diesem Leben oder im Jenseits zur höchsten Stufe erhöht. Er mag jeden zur höchsten Stufe erheben, in diesem Leben oder im Jenseits. Für diesen Befehl ist er, Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, der Einzige, der dies tut. Nur er erhebt die Menschen hier und danach. So bitte niemanden, dich zu erheben, sondern dein Herr erhebt dich hier oder hiernach. Haltet immer gute Beziehungen zwischen eurem Herrn und euch, sodass er euch hohe Ränge gibt oder höhere Ränge gibt, hier und im Jenseits. Fi dunya wal akhirah. Ar-Rafi' is that one who erhöhen, to make high, huh? Raise. Yes, Ar-Rafi' is that one who raises human beings in this life and in the afterlife to highest ranks, highest maqams. He is doing this. Raising people, raising human beings to highest ranks, highest maqams in this life and the next life. And for this Amr, for this matter, he is the only one. He is the only one who is doing this, causing this to raise you. Only him. Only him, only Allah Almighty is raising people, the human beings, here and hereafter. So don't ask anyone, don't ask from anyone to raise you. But your Lord, He is raising you. here and hereafter. Keep your good relations to your Lord. Keep good relations between your Lord and yourself relation, so that He gives you higher stations here and hereafter. This is advice from Maulana Sheikh. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin ila hadrati nabiy sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa ba'ali ahati astazina wa siddiqiyun al-fatiha. Anyone has a question for this? What? Yes. No, it doesn't matter.